Hello everyone, this is Jerry from Kill the Cast. I wanted to do a quick video about an incident that happened yesterday that was confusing and enlightening and slightly enraging but slightly not. So, okay, where do I start? Yesterday, alright, let me start with this. I have this Faces of Death Part 2 VHS tape, Gorgon release. A couple months ago, I reached out in a couple of VHS communities and asked for advice on it because I couldn't find much information on it. Even one of the big VHS collecting websites has the year it's released as 1980 question mark. And I don't mean 1980, I mean 198 question mark. So I looked on eBay, couldn't find anything there. I looked on Amazon, couldn't find anything there. I could find no information about what the price was. Sorry, I had to take the headphone out. I was listening to Exploding Heads. I couldn't find information. I had people in the groups telling me it was worth $200 and it was worth $20. It was all over the place. I didn't know. So what I decided to do was put it up on eBay for a high buy it now price with best offer, to try to field some offers to see if I can kind of figure out what people are willing to offer on it. And so that's what I did. Maybe 30 minutes after I posted it, I got a phone call. The phone call I thought was someone messing with me, because I answered the phone and said, "Hey, this is blah 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 from eBay." I immediately think this is a scam. I get these scam calls all the time. It's someone trying to phish my account, get my information, get my PayPal information, you know, stuff like that. And so they're like, "Hey, we're calling about your listing." And so I'm like, "Oh yeah, what listing?" And they're like, "The only active one you have right now." And I'm like, "Oh, so they at least know what my eBay account is and can see that I have only one active listing." And then she goes, "Yeah, it's about your Faces of Death 2 listing. It's getting taken down." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, why is that?" And she then explains to me that under their policy, extremely violent films are not allowed. They are trying to push themselves as a family-friendly website. And these are her words I'm using, not verbatim, but the basic gist of it. I am not trying to twist her words at all. She was very nice and even stayed on the phone for like an extra 15 minutes while I asked her a bunch of questions. So I'm not trying to make her out to look like a bad guy or anything. And so she tells me movies like Faces of Death, The Copycats, things like Bum Fights, and even movies like Necromantic are not allowed to be sold on eBay. Now, of course, if you go look up listings, you're going to find tons of them. Well, not tons of them, but you will find listings for these things because eBay's huge. They can't, look through everything. But I was curious as to why I got hit within 30 minutes. I see completed listings for these movies. And she couldn't answer. She didn't know if someone reported me or if it was an automated bot system. But what I do find interesting is this particular release, the Gorgon clamshell release, is not listed on eBay, not even in completed listings. In fact, I can find multiple other different versions of this movie in different releases, but I can't find this release. I don't know if the clamshell Gorgon release was exclusive. I do know that this one was a formal rental because you can see right there, there's a silver tag and a kindly rewind thing, and this says the movie something, but it's faded off and I can't see it anymore. So it's an ex-rental. Maybe this was out there for rentals. I don't know. I don't know the history behind this specific VHS tape as much as I've looked. I can't find much information. So if you know information about the Faces of Death Part 2 Gorgon Video clamshell release, let me know. But more importantly, back to this. So, violent films cannot be sold on eBay. Now, this is very interesting considering not too long ago we had the company who released the Cannibal Ferox Blu-ray say Amazon's taking it down off the website. You can't buy the Blu-ray there anymore. But what was interesting at the time is you could still stream the movie on Amazon Prime. Now, I don't know if you still can or not. I'm not 100% sure. And I'm also not sure if that version is maybe an edited version or anything like that. I didn't look into it. But it's interesting that these companies are doing this. And you've got two different types of people. People who, in the horror community, people who don't care and people who are really, really upset about this. Now, I do believe a company has the right to say they don't want to sell something. Back a little while ago when Amazon got into a big hubbub about things with the Confederate flag being sold, they removed everything with the Confederate flag. People were upset about it. I'm not. And even if we take it, say they decided to stop selling Godzilla things. They were just like, we're not selling anything Godzilla anymore. It's offensive to Japanese people or some things like that. I would be like, wow, really? That's stupid, but it's their company. They can do what they want. Their actions will have repercussions. But I think companies as big as Amazon and eBay don't worry about that too much, because anyone who's going to boycott them probably won't do it for long. And even if they do it for long, you're talking a drop in the well when you consider how many people shop there. It would take a huge matter of people to do it, and I don't think you're going to find a large enough group with that much conviction to do it. So it doesn't matter. So if they want to not sell something because it's offensive or violent, I'm fine with that. I get that. I actually asked the eBay lady what other stuff she has had to deal with, and she was like, well, a lot of times it's weapons. We take down a lot of weapons. We take down a lot of drugs. And I'm like, who's trying to sell drugs on eBay? And she goes, oh, you'd be surprised at how many times I have to take down Viagra, Xanax, and marijuana seeds. And I'm just sitting here on the phone call. I can't believe this. I'm just, seriously, who is going on eBay trying to fucking sell Viagra? Who's doing that? Marijuana seed? Are you fucking serious? Come the fuck on. I mean, I guess if you're getting high-end seeds to make like certain type of strains, that probably is important. But seriously, what the fuck? It's eBay. This isn't Craigslist or fucking the deep web. Oh my god. Anyway. So, I go, okay, well, what else? She goes, well, you know, like, well, actually, first, even better. I asked her, are movies like Cannibal Holocaust allowed? Because Cannibal Ferox got taken down off Amazon, but you can still buy Cannibal Holocaust and Cannibal Ferox on eBay. There's tons of listings. It's not like the Faces of Death where there's, you know, maybe 50 listings for those movies and that's it. Cannibal Holocaust has hundreds of listings. And she goes, well, even though Cannibal Holocaust, Cannibal Ferox show actual animals getting murdered, they're not taken down because animals aren't concentrated on as hardcore as actual human death or actual human exploitation, like with bum fights. And she said when it comes to animals, basically there's three things they mostly take down. Elephant ivory, anything related to dog fights and cockfighting, and exotic animals. She actually told me that she once had to call someone to tell them they can't sell a baby lion on eBay. I thought the Viagra was too much. That's too much. What, like, who's trying to sell a live lion on eBay? You can't ship that. I mean, I guess you can do a pickup only, but Jesus, man, come the fuck on. So anyway, I'm not mad at eBay. They're a business. They can do whatever they want. I think it's a bit ridiculous, but if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. So, I still don't know the value of my Faces of Death Part 2 Gorgon Clamshell video release. It's actually funny. When I first posted about this, people said it got taken down on eBay because of these back images. So when I posted it on eBay, I did that and I covered the back images, hoping that would save me. It did not save me. and I've posted this in a few groups, and a few other people have told me their stories, how, you know, they've got taken off, and how it's ridiculous that I got taken off, even though there's tons of other ones on there right now you can buy. I just find it extremely weird that this one release gets no eBay sightings, and that mine got specifically taken down in 30 minutes. And one thing I was wondering, if it is a bot, is it looking for like the picture, the red picture? Because all the other Faces of Death Part 2 have a black cover. Most of Faces of Death have a black cover. This one has a red one. In fact, the other releases of Faces of Death Part 2, most of them don't even use this image. So it's just extremely confusing to me. So I'm not mad at eBay. I am upset that I still don't know the true value of this tape, because I'm not a fan of Faces of Death. I'm not. But it seems to be some kind of rarity, and that is interesting. I get interested in things like that. I want to know more. So if you know more, let me know in the comments. Hit up the Kill the Cast Facebook page. Hit us up in the Facebook group. Anything to kind of give me some more information, because I want to know. Other than that, I don't think there was any other information I needed to talk about. No. So, what do you think? How do you feel about companies like Amazon and eBay telling you what you can and cannot sell? Are you okay with it? Does it offend you? Or are you like me, where you're just like, yeah, it's a business, whatever? Or do you find this as a form of censorship? Do you think that they should have the right to do this? Do you think it's wrong? Do you think they're overreacting to things like Faces of Death Part 2 and Necromantic? Or even, she also told me you can't sell any Nazi memorabilia or like KKK related stuff. How do you feel about things like that? Just let me know in the comments, because I'm generally interested in how you feel about a situation like this, and I'm interested in knowing more about Faces of Death Part 2 Gorgon release clamshell. So that's it. Thank you for joining me here on Cast. I'm super interested in this whole topic. Let me know. I will see you next time. You can find us all in the regular places. Links are in the description. Have a good day, guys.